Yo, econ legend in the building. Last month I made $845K. Quick refresh so you know it's real. Boom, 2.9% conversion rate. And in total, guys, but across all of my stores, I made $916K with a total of $127K. So the total profit was 13.88%. Is that low? Well, no. These are real numbers, which your favorite guru probably won't talk about. Because the only thing they show is the revenue and never the profit. And believe me when I say it, it's very hard to pull at least 30% profit margins on this scale. Now, let's break it down. In May, we had 13.6K orders. Our refund percentage was around 2%. A revenue of $916K, ad spend 400K, ROAS 2.27, a bit higher actually, but this was on the front end of Facebook. Cost of goods 321K, which brings us to a total profit of $127K. Now look, I'm not here to give you a mindset speech. This will be a cold, hard, tell-all expose video. After being in the game for 6+ years, most of you are playing a broken game and you don't even realize it. Let's get into it. So let's at first start with the real question. Why are most people failing with fashion dropshipping? Here's the brutal truth. You're product driven, but not market driven. You're picking items because they look nice or because some other piece of shit is scaling the product and you saw them on this random site, but you're not thinking, who is the actual audience? Does this style fit in the culture? For example, if you're selling in either in Italy, Germany, France, or Denmark, let's say. Your testing is chaotic. You are either testing a few products for a couple of weeks, or you're just burning cash on 10 random products without any clear system. Now look, fashion is a momentum game. So you test fast, kill fast, and you scale fast. And those winners, they need to be scaled as soon as possible. No system, no chance. And for this reason, we recommend to work with Dropship.io in combination with your Facebook ads library. Let's take a look. So in here, we have the Facebook ads library and you can go into different filters. We don't want to here find the winning products. We want to find the winning markets. So what you want to do in this spy tool called Dropship.io, you want to click on a certain EU country that has like a high reach or like high GDP, let's say. Austria, that is a nice one. And then you want to always look at the last 7 days of particular markets. And obviously as well, you want to pick the language that's being spoken as well in this market. So Austria, I know they speak German. Wait, let me first click all this off. Last 7 days, right now 15th of June. So we're gonna scroll down and you will see a bunch of products. And now what you want to do next, if you see, for example, here an ad, you want to click on View Facebook Ads Library. You want to stack actually all those stores in those particular markets who are having at least 100 results, active results in the Facebook ads library. So I'm gonna go here, active ads, applying filter. Does it qualify for it? No, almost. It has 63 running ads, which is like,
Wie groß bist du? Ich bin 1,69.
Sehen super gut aus, also gefällt mir richtig top.
It's kind of interesting. I like these ads. This is something very different. And it is just a regular dropshipping store. You get taller with it. Look, this is very nice. What you want to do is you want to find for every single country in EU that is interesting to sell in, for example, UK, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, whatever you name it, like you can find them in my 6-hour free course, which are very interesting all. And you want to list them all and you want to look right now. Which market right now has the biggest momentum? In which market are people making the most money right now? In those small saturated markets. That's where you want to get in right now. So you make a simple Excel sheet and in every single tab you put one country. Austria, Netherlands, Germany, Australia, whatever. You understand. Even like Australia, which is not in EU, but you can also have a fashion store in there. Next thing, your store screams dropshipping. You have bad sizing charts, you have no structure, you're just throwing in random products all together into a random fashion store. Basically, it's a total mess. There is no serious customer who's going to trust your store. Our stores, they literally look like a brand at this point. You wouldn't even think that we are dropshipping. And I can say one of the key levers in here, which is very easy to do, that will make a huge impact on your store, is using the app called Kiwi Size Chart. In this specific case, if you're selling fashion, obviously, the Kiwi Size Chart will give you so much more trust and the conversion rate will go massively higher. Next thing I'd say is you are sticking to dead markets because you try to push in low momentum markets and instead of scaling where actually most people print right now. And this comes again back to the fact where I said you need to do market research and not product research. And fashion trends, they aren't always global. They are hyper localized. So the wrong market is game over. And worst of all, you treat fashion like it's general dropshipping, and it really isn't. This is a brand game. It's a psychology game. It's a system game. This is why when people tell me like, hey bro, general fashion, dropshipping, etc., it's all shit, bullshit, you need to start a brand. Bro, for me, like, let me show you again, like my store. Our store, we made over $4 million in revenue. So if I'm running just a random dropshipping store, believe me, it is not possible. And look, when we started the store, it was around October 2024. So it's been like 9 months or something now. Now you might ask, okay, so why do you still make a profit? Well, here's what we do differently. Market first approach. We don't pick just random products. We study the market, the audience, the momentum, and then we choose a product. And then structured testing. Every product, they get a strict $30 to $50 budget per day. And wait, this doesn't mean you have to spend all that money because you need clear KPIs. And we look always at the amount spent, the link clicks, and the ROAS and purchases. That's it, nothing else. We don't look at the CPMs, we don't look at the CPC or you name it. In this game, you gotta have no emotions. If you're only making decisions which are data-based, you're not gonna have any guesswork anymore. So let's take a look at my Facebook Ads Manager. So May 1st till May 31st, 2025, the biggest campaign we had has spent $51,000. How did we structure the campaign? Engage shoppers, no interest targeting, online shopping, and a stack, which is the 6-7 most interesting interests related to a product. And now you can see, obviously, I mean, most of the time actually, growth is spending the most money, but this is why we have 4 ad sets in a CBO, because you see that online shopping has spent the most. And also the highest ROAS didn't even come as well from no interest targeting. So this is why we always make sure to test 4 ad sets in a CBO. And every single campaign only has 1 product. And guys, this is just a volume game, what we're doing in here. If you're wondering how many products were we selling in this whole time, look at how much we spent, okay? Let's only look at this particular case on only the top products. Like, bro, every single campaign is 1 product. Look how many campaigns we have and how much we spent. We sold hundreds of different products in this month. And this is the whole game that we're playing. If one winner dies down, no problem. We have so many other products we're still selling. So my whole company doesn't collapse. And this is also one of the reasons why with this method that we're doing, I can actually do $1 million a month in revenue with my store consistently. So if I go down, for example, here, how many products do you guys think we tested? Look at the results, 752 campaigns. Now, obviously, this is a lot, I understand it. And not everybody is going to do that. Obviously, we didn't really launch 752 campaigns on this particular case, but I can tell you we have at least a few hundred we spent only on this month, which is normal, right? We try to test always at least 5 products every single day. We do it consistently, and especially with our market approach, we make it. Look here, guys. This is why I'm trying to tell you that you don't need to spend a bunch of money to validate a product. We spent here $5, 2 clicks, it's killed. We stopped selling it. Here again, even though we have the budget of 52.77, by the way, we don't put it on normal 50, but always on 0.77 or 0.33. $5.66 spent, 1 click, we killed it. And all the way here. Look, we are not one-hit wonders. And yes, with our experience and also the way that we run our own business and we help other people, of course, with time we just understand shit. But we just test a bunch of products. Look at this, $11, $12, $12, $12. Look, we just kill it. And what is our thought process behind this? If we spend, let's say, $10, $15, $12 and the amount of clicks is half of the amount we're spending, we just kill the campaign immediately. No remorse, we don't think about it, we just kill it. And a couple times we also make a mistake. Look, we had here, for example, 6.2 ROAS. I'm not even sure if this is correct. By the way, guys, for pixel tracking, we use wetracked.io, amazing. Check out the link in the description. You can also apply for them, it's very good. We have like over 95% of tracking in our Facebook Ads Manager. So you scroll down, look how many we killed. No remorse. We don't look at CPC, not CTR. I don't even know why it's all here, these ones. But we do look at the frequency. Because if you see that, for example, a particular ad that you're running, that the frequency is increasing and increasing. When I say increasing, it goes above like 1.5 or 2x. We upload new creatives into here. So we go down, see, we killed a lot. And then, yeah, at some point you do get winners. And you're gonna start spending more money on it. And at some point, yeah, you do come here. You have a few top performers always. I call these A winners. And then all the other ones are like B or C winners, which also spent a bit of money. I mean, if you spent 10.2K in a month, it basically means you have me spending around like $300 to $400 every single day, I believe, something like that, which is a B winner for me, you know, even a C winner. So this was more A winner, this was a B winner, and these was a C winners, and then here's like just some D winners, you can say. Some even aren't a winner, they just died out after a few days. And look guys, also for us, we have a lot of times where we find the product, we start scaling after a couple of days because it's a winner according to our data, and we start making good profits with it. We quickly notice, well, sometimes after a week or 1.5 weeks, it just dies out. But we don't cry over it. Sometimes we put some new creatives into the campaign, but a lot of times we just skip it. We turn off the campaign and we just keep on testing new products and new collection pages. That's it. Now enough about Facebook ads. And guys, by the way, I also have a video on where I go into detail how we run Facebook ads. Just go to the search in here on YouTube, type in Ecom Legend Facebook ads. You will see my latest video, which I dropped 1.5 months ago, I believe, where I explain in detail how we run Facebook ads and what we exactly look for in the metrics. Now, I would also say that, of course, the backend is really important in fashion. At some point, it's just a supply chain game. So our stores actually, they look like brands. Now, obviously, guys, I'm not gonna show my own store, but I do wanna show some stores that I find really interesting. This is, for example, a nice store that I've seen, hofmanutrecht.com, not sure who's running it. I would say kind of similar to us as well, what we have. But of course, what I won't recommend here is the Trustpilot here. It's unethical and you get banned as well on Facebook. I don't recommend it. But this also looks nice. Kiwi size chart, lovely. I like this. This is how I will be running as well. My dropshipping store as well. At the same time, we do kind of similar. I like it. And this size chart is key for as well the customers to find it. Because your ICP is usually just old woman, 45 plus. So you need to make everything so loud, so clear. And also I don't recommend any crazy upsells before they actually bought the product. So we like to go with post-purchase upsells. For example, the app after sell or sweet upsell. Those are great. And now you go through it, looks all very nice and cool. This is also nicely done. I like that. Very clear. They have all their information here. Like, what else do you want? Looks very clean to me. I like that. Also, if you go through the funnel in here, cart drawer, we always have that. We don't have a specific cart page. And payment methods in here. And that's pretty much it. It doesn't need to be that crazy. So you look at the collections, for example, the layout is very clear. I would definitely say as an input for this guy, have here on top of it that you offer one product with no discount, 2 products with 10% in discount, 3 products with 15% discount, and 4 plus you get 20% additional discount. With like an urgency button here on top of the collection page, this will make wonders. You're gonna sell so much more, I'm telling you. So a clean collection layout, good sizing, real urgency copy as well. This is important. We don't sell like dropshippers. We sell like designers at this point. And the next part also is cash flow and finance mastery. I run and manage my company like a real CEO. I don't run or manage it in a way that all my business profits I make, I go ahead to Dubai or Marbella, all these crazy places in the world, and I just spend my money on some stupid shit. Business profits are not personal profits. I also use crazy finance sheets to track everything. My growth and my decreases in cost of goods, in revenue, I track everything. The only way you can make clear decisions is if you have clear data. So we spend also a lot of money to have finance people in our company just going about data every few days. It's important. The next thing is also, for a lot of people, the logistics, they just suck. You have 20, 30-day deliveries. Quality is shit a lot of times. You get all these complaints on your Trustpilot. And this is why we work with AstroShip. Now, if you don't know about AstroShip at all, I went to China a couple of weeks ago. I visited them as well because I even helped them as well have like great fulfillment because AstroShip is our 3PL unit in China, which offers a lot of things outside of fulfillment. Also, for example, payment solution. So if you're struggling with holds, you can't accept payments anymore, you have very high rolling reserves with your current payment processor, talk with AstroShip. They can help you out. So if you check the link in the description, you can see them in here, AstroShip. You click on the link, you go to the Discord, you click on the channel, work with us, you open a ticket and you inquire to work with them. Now, what is the difference between AstroShip and most other fulfillment companies you can say as well? They know how to work with fashion dropshipping. I've literally been there, I was in their office, and all they do is focus on their clients selling fashion 24/7 all the time. And they have this experience in fashion dropshipping as well, more than all these other suppliers. So if you're watching this video, you're probably as well selling fashion, and you need a good fashion supplier, somebody who understands the sizing to all these countries that you're selling in, and also the quality, when it's sufficient and when not. So that's why, check out AstroShip. Next thing, we really just have a scaling system that prints. Like, we analyze within 48 to 72 hours, everything. We know when to kill, when to double down, how to pivot offers, and as well how to find sub niches within the niches. So let's say, for example, you're selling certain kinds of sweaters. There are certain niches within the sweater niches in fashion which can sell a lot in certain times. So if you then tap into that sub niche within that niche, that's where the real money relays every single time. Right now, for example, we're selling a bunch of blazers. That is one of our top sellers. So right now, for example, we are selling a bunch of sets. Yeah, you can just say, oh, I'm selling fashion, I'm gonna sell a bunch of dresses, it's summer, I will sell that a lot. But actually, sets sell the most for us right now, not just the basic dresses. I know dresses can also sell. So it's a set, for example, for like a woman, a full set, they go amazing. So it's science, not vibes. Now, the last part I would say, which is very important and with everything, is, you know what the real missing piece for a lot of people? It's momentum. So basically what it comes down to is fashion is not about finding the perfect product. It's about finding a combination that clicks. The right product, the right market, the right momentum. And that is why we test 75 to 100 products to validate the market until we would switch it if it's shit. Then we go deep once we see traction. We find competitor stores in hot markets and we reverse engineer what's working and we out execute. And when we do get a winning product, the next thing we do is we find lookalikes of them on Temu and AliExpress. So let's say, for example, this product is a crazy winner for me. What I will do on my product page, click on this, search with Google Lens, and I will look for the AliExpress link of this particular product. Boom, found it. I'm gonna visit it. And now you wanna find for similar products within this niche. So fashion is a niche. Then you have shorts, which is a niche in fashion. Then you have another sub niche, which is the cargo shorts. And now in this sub niche of cargo shorts, we wanna find more variants of it. Boom. I think this is a one which is kind of the same, but looks different. This is what I would sell also. And look, so many others. Even this, the ones which you can remove, that's it. And then you just keep on scrolling and you go deeper and deeper and deeper within this niche. And you just test all of them. And as you guys saw in my Facebook Ads Manager, we kill products so quickly. After $8 or $10 even in spend, it's enough. So we ride the trend with the process, not just random vibes. But once you do get these winners and you scale them, the next important thing you should always have in your backend is chargeback.io. Why? Once you start selling a bunch of fashion, you're gonna have sizing issues, SKU issues, because you're selling so many different products with different colors, different sizings. Your dispute rate is going to increase. And once it goes above 1% or 1.5%, Stripe, Shopify payments, PayPal, they will not like it. And for you, one of the only ways to prevent that your business doesn't get shut down, because once your dispute rate crosses 1% or 1.5% on Stripe, Shopify payments, and PayPal, is with having a chargeback prevention software. So we use chargeback.io, and basically what happens every single time when a customer with the credit card payment method files for a dispute because they're not happy with the product, even before sending you an email, it gets intercepted by this software. So your dispute rate, it doesn't go up. It doesn't get connected to it. So you can refund this person immediately. And yes, that is also one of the reasons why our profit margin isn't the highest in the game. But yes, we have a 13.88% profit margin last month. But if you look in the long term and you compare me with most dropshippers, I make way more money. I have so much consistency in my business. I'm running a real straight branding business even at this point. And I can do that because I'm willing to give in the short term a bit of money to keep my systems all alive and consistent in order for the long term to win. Play long-term games with long-term people. So check out chargeback.io in the link in the description. No affiliate, you can just see it right there. So guys, if you've been stuck losing money, running in circles, and watching others scale while you have no clue what you're doing while testing all these products, you're missing a strategy, you're missing systems, and you're missing momentum. And this is what we do every single day inside our program. No fluff, no guessing, just structure, data, and execution. And if you want help, you know where to find me. Check out the first link in my description in here to apply for my one-on-one program. And I want to give as well a big shout out to the coaches in our group, Omed, Hamza, Sufyan, everybody as well, always giving our best in the program, helping everybody out. So guys, like this video, subscribe, share with your friends, show some love, and I'll see you in the next one. It's time to get back into the trenches and grind. Time to break the generational curse of wealth within your family. You got this.